go to the GSPCA.
It's the same as the A.
Yeah.
Same as the
Yeah, we're gonna see if the cat that we rescued a couple weeks ago is still there. Hopefully she's not. Hopefully she got adopted. But it is 8:50. We're supposed to be there at 9. Yep. And so we're hustling. Downtown we go. Are we gonna get it done? All right, so they said they can do it today. So we're gonna leave it in here and pick up a brand new face dog. Zeke, are you excited? Yeah, Rolando will take good care. Alright, we got the go-ahead that Zeke is out of surgery and ready for pickup. So, here we go. I know. You playing with dog toys?
They all look like they're related, and they're probably not.
Yeah, go.
Probably are in some ways.
Yeah. Maybe not directly,
No,
but
they're all descended from...
2 dogs in the island of Grenada, and this is what they got.
They're pushing.
You see him? Oh my goodness. Not the cone of shame. Hi, buddy.
Why does he have the cone of shame?
It's to protect him from scratching at his face.
Calm down.
All right, another big day in the life of fixing this boat up. And I think it's the last things that we have ordered that we need, I think. So we're gonna go pick them up.
The last things, naturally.
The last things that we've ordered
Right.
that we need.
Well, yeah, 2 of the things. Alternator and water pump that came from the engine supplier because they needed replaced. And then we also have our foam flooring for out here, which I'm very excited about. We just got to figure out how to get it without paying 30% tax on it. But we've got, supposedly have the printouts of the invoices at the office in there, so we just got to go grab those and then go to customs and fill out some C-14s, I guess. I'm just going to go in and be like, what do I do? And hope they're in a good mood today.
It's Monday.
Yeah, I mean, they're rarely in a good mood, so I'll just make their Monday even brighter.
They love it when Americans come in and go, I don't know.
Yeah.
Help me.
I have to suck.
How's sickie number 2?
Why is it number 2?
Because this is sickie number 1.
Uh-oh.
Well, he's looking pretty good.
But I'm the sickie.
You got a little puffy there last night, but looking pretty good. Hasn't scratched it open or anything. Well, I've been off on a journey, quest, you might say, just to pick up a package. And this is the portion of the program where I bitch about red tape because it sucks. I've even said in our videos, yeah, it's kind of hard to ship stuff into Grenada. You know, most people don't do it, and it's expensive. They can charge you a lot of customs. But in Trinidad, it was literally more expensive for the shipping itself to get our flooring there. So we decided to just do it here. We had talked to some people, and they're like, yeah, you can, as long as you fill out the right forms and take them with you when you pick it up, then your duties go from like 30% down to like 3%. So we're like, yeah, let's just do it to Grenada. God, it's just a runaround, man. I went and filled out the proper forms. I printed out the receipts over at the office. Got what I thought was C-14 stamped and approved at customs. And then you go down to pick it up, and they run you back and forth between the Amerijet office, which, you know, this came through My US, but I guess that was their shipper, back to the warehouse, all one little building, to the customs guy. They pull up this and that, and they send you to one, and they send you to the other, and then they pull up the box, and then they have you cut it open and look into it. Then they bring out a box that's not your box at all, but it's got the same number as a box you're supposed to have, and then there's a bunch of confusion about that. And then they're not sure if they have your second box. So I've got to go downtown somewhere to pick up the other one, and that's being worked on. And then they're like, okay, here's all your forms, give them to your broker. And I'm like, I don't have a broker. No. You can't get the less duty, the lower rate duties, unless you go through a broker. They're the only ones that can, like, process it. I don't understand why. I don't think there's a really good reason why, other than, you know, creates a job for some brokers. There just happened to be a guy there who was a broker. He worked for a broker. He was there picking up a shipment for him. So he was nice enough to get on his phone. It was his dad, actually, that runs his broker company, brokerage, whatever. And he took a picture of all my documents, and he did this and that, and sent me a text, a WhatsApp with a link to sign on and pay online. I got the reduced 3%, which is great because it was only 75 EC, like $30. And he's like, okay, now you can go back and pick it up. So I went back over to pick it up, and they still run you back and forth between 3 offices and like stamp this, print out this, staple this. And then finally they're like, all right, that's it. You're good. You can take your box. That's the end of my rant for this package. We're going to go pick up another package downtown. I'll probably have the same amount of rants after that one. Here's the good part. We got our foam flooring. The flooring's in a big old box. This is the good stuff. And you can just tell by feeling it, it feels a lot different. It's a little bit firmer. And this stuff has really high UV rating. And as I've mentioned before, you know, we tested out the cheap stuff, and after about a year it was clear it can't handle the UV rays. If you're going to buy any flooring for a boat that's going to be out in the sun all the time, like any boats down here, PE EVA is the type of flooring you need. Not just EVA. EVA is just the basic stuff. It's like a flip-flop. PE EVA has thousands of hours of UV resistance. It's just higher quality stuff. It's much tougher. It's much harder to scuff it, to nick it, and everything. So, I'm very excited to get the old stuff that we put on off of there and put this on. And we're going to do a few more areas with it now that we kind of concluded what the right stuff to use is. And as you can see, we changed our color choice. So, it's going to look really cool. I'm excited. Get in with our theme here. We're going to put some on our sterns this time. This is one of those projects that, even though we have a few things in line ahead of it that we're working on, I'll probably wake up one morning and just like go nuts. Because I really want to do it. And that's really what it's all about, isn't it?
I'll join your fun.
I got you your very own putty knife.
I don't feel like this side's going to be as hard. How many comments do you think I can get about my boobs on this one?
Oh my God, cover yourself up.
I can't believe that you're working outside. What are you doing? You're distracting the children. People don't wear low-cut shirts in real life.
Yeah, yeah. What a film it's so bad.
It is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, what do you think I'm doing?
Well, today is the day that I start filming as soon as the dinghy's going by. Today's the day. We're finally getting some progress. Oh my God. Today's the day we're finally making progress on the foam flooring. Woohoo! Pretty excited. We actually knocked out one side pretty quick. Lauren got real inspired with the scrubbing of the glue off that side. And then I knocked out that piece. And she's coming along pretty good on this side. You see, it's just kind of got a steady film. We still need to go around the edges with a razor blade and get all the adhesive from the last stuff off. She's having time of her life.
So much fun.
Favorite thing to do.
I don't know why it took me so long
To realize.
that this was my calling in life.
It's just a long process. I mean, it's not really. I say that, but it winds up being a couple days. We had to also get the adhesive off the steps, of course. They're looking just about ready. I've got to paint that bottom step with all grip in the joint there where I repaired it. And that's looking pretty good. But yeah, other side still got to do. We got all the foam off, but still got to get the glue. But I have begun working on some of the smaller parts. Been very carefully calculating exactly how to cut the pieces so we get everything out of it that we need. On the bottom of the sugar scoops on the main platform, we're going to do kiwi grip. I've never used it before. We're just a little concerned about putting the foam flooring on that section. I mean, that 3M adhesive is real good, and this is really good product. This stuff, it shouldn't really bother it, but on this boat, just because of how it's built, that lower platform is real low. So under sail, it gets a wash frequently with waves. And then even sitting here at anchor, if it happens to be a real rolly day, it'll take some splash, some waves up on the platform there. And we just got to wondering if after too much of that, you know, could it degrade that foam a little bit or mess with the adhesive? So we're just going to do the gray textured grip, make it nice and safe down there, and it'll look nice. It'll match with the rest of the gray. You'll see. Got some good stuff in store. It's going to look really cool. I'm excited by it. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I just like this kind of decking. All right, well, I'm going to get back to work, make this step, and then I'm going to make some other steps. Back at it. Doing the complicated piece this morning. I didn't want to tackle it last night because I was too tired and I knew I'd screw it. So this one is going around a piece of hardware that is the stern pulpit basically. And I don't want to remove the stern pulpit to do this. That would be kind of extreme. So it just needs an access spot right along this caulk line. of this one. The idea with this is just that over the years and in the coming years, like all the traffic on this boat and most big cats, I mean most monohulls too, it all happens from midpoint of the boat, right about where your side gate is, all the way back to the sterns, and then all around the cockpit. That's like where most of the traffic is. And you can see it in our decks from years and years. And you know, they were doing dinner cruises and sunset cruises and stuff on this boat. So like, you know, people were going on and off on the dock, and you could just see the wear in the decking. And so this will take care of all those traffic areas and the sterns, which are obviously heavily trafficked. Make them look nice and protect them for the next 30 years. Maybe not quite.
It's starting to rain.
Is it?
Just a little.
Oh hell, I didn't finish my cuts.
But you
Never mind.
did it so nicely. You rounded it
No.
off.
Yeah, I even rounded off the edge that wasn't finished yet. So close. Alright. Okay, one more time here. Alright, a lot better. And lay it down. So, the way I always start with these is to fold a section of the adhesive over very, very flat. So you make a nice flat crease along here when you fold it over. And then just roll that back up, and Lauren will pull out the backing as I sort of roll it and make sure it's staying, you know, it's foam, so it's a little flexible, just to make sure it's staying right on the lines that I cut it for. Make sure it doesn't tack down because it's strong. So it sticks, it does not want to come back out. We'll have Lauren put that down so we can get this lined up exactly right, and then we'll start rolling. Alright, cut back to here. And obviously with this one's a little funky because we're going around this pole and we got sort of irregular cuts. So make sure I got this part tacked down in the right spot. And now Lauren will roll that up toward me. Last step. We got a couple of these on Amazon when we did the first foam. Super cheap, obviously. And just start at the middle. Hit every square inch of it. Make sure it's pushed down cleanly. There we go.
Just a couple more steps on this side.
Yeah, steps and steps.
Yep.
Good morning, y'all. You know, just to prove a point, drinking my coffee. We realized we've been a little bit AWOL for a while. Really just kind of needed a little bit of a break. We've been working very hard, both on the boat and just me doing my normal work. I released my third novel last week as well, so I was head down finishing that up, which you know, is not really make for a lot of very interesting video. But I do have another novel out. If anybody's interested, just go search Eric Dove on Amazon and you'll find all three. And it occurred to us, now that we are putting out another video, we don't think we ever really got full shots of the finished foam decking. So come check this out. I think it's pretty awesome. These areas here, the sun pads, all the way up to there. And man, now that I'm done, God, it would look so nice with that decking all the way up to the front of the cabin. And then down to the sterns. And then you can see I've got all taped up and ready for the kiwi grip down below. And the reason that's sitting there taped and unpainted is because it's just been raining. Raining. Today is our first really nice day in a while, and it rained this morning as well. But man, it's been difficult. It's been blowing 20 knots for at least 2 weeks, and it rains every day, all the time. Not for long spells usually, but just enough to make it hard to paint. Hopefully, next day or two I can get that done too. Drifted away on an ocean. The wind, the waves, and the motion